Hello, and welcome back to DROD, Journey to Rooted Hold. We are getting back to Goblin territory in our quest to rescue Half. On the way there, we got this little room to deal with.
Clammy pants. What are you doing in there?
Don't shish me up, Beethro Budkin. I taste nasty. I see rumblish in your stomach, but snakes don't know it, so I helps you fool some.
That's fine.
I'm not trusting another goblin. I bet I don't even need to clear out those serpents.
Yeah, so we've already got exit level. We had exit level all the way back when we cleared this section down here. But now, if we want to get up there, we're going to have to clear this room. We could just continue going this way to rescue Half. This is a classic goblin manipulation puzzle.
Ack, stupid goblin got away. I'll bet he was planning that all along. I've got more important stuff to do anyway.
Alright. Whoops. So I was what I was trying to do. Oh, this'll work. I was trying to get around that corner, but using this arrow is a bad idea. I guess I didn't need to. Okay. Use the arrow. Whoops. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Let's try this again.
Clammy pants. What are you doing in there?
Good?
Keep on moving.
Alright, one down. So goblin movement. This is a pretty good room for learning how goblins work. Obviously, if the goblin gets stuck behind these arrows, I can never... Well, I mean... I could, you know, try to get it on one of these diagonals, but it would be really tricky. I don't know if I'd be able to actually deal with it. I think it's easier to deal with the goblin if it's following us. I did the same mistake again. There, we'll just do it that way.
How about that? I guess that goblin did help after all.
I think I was saying in the middle of saying something. This kind of a room. Oh, would have been much faster to leave by this exit. Oh well. This kind of a room is pretty good just for learning your basic goblin manipulation skills. If you're not used to guiding a single goblin, I'd recommend doing something like this and not playing with unlimited undo as well, probably, because it forces you to really pay attention to how the goblin reacts to certain movements if you don't have that. Unlimited undo is something that I sometimes use for really chaotic rooms if I have a whole bunch of enemies that are all coming in at me all at once, especially if it's like brained Wraithwing hordes or something like that. But for rooms like this, it's not really something that you need, and it's good just to be aware of how the goblin reacts to your sword in an open space like this, because you don't really have obstacles aside from, I guess, the tricks you can pull off with the diagonal force arrows. Anyway, here we are in this place.
Only those who have mastered this hold and its secrets can experience the dream plane.
The dream plane, you say? Ah. I think it might have been possible to kill you before. Okay, well. The dream plane. A sacred, secret place full of otherworldly visions and dreams, and also not a numbered level. Moves bumping into a closed master wall are not allowed. Right. So this place... nothing to say? Not yet. This is a place that we can only access once we have Master Wall. You've found and conquered every single secret room in the entire hold. And also, I think you have to beat the hold, so you have to find the stairs that lead to the hold total text and the end credits. That was Goblin Weird, Beethro Budkin, Smite Master. Yeah, the Dream Plane is a weird place, but that's basically post-game stuff. We basically, yeah, we finish the game, and then we can muck around with that once we've done so. Kill all goblins while standing on the trapdoors. Oh boy. Well... I mean... I wonder if I could step off, if this would still count. Do not feel good about the situation I'm finding myself in here, though. Yeah, because there's no way I can move that isn't going to get me killed, because you'll move that way. No, we're done. Okay. Let's try on the south side. Didn't like the way that was playing out. Yeah, so the trapdoors let you make some weird maneuvers. Well. Flash on the big bridge. Yeah, so we saw this scroll a long time ago. I had no idea what kind of a challenge to expect from something like this, but that was an interesting one. I liked that one. I was like, oh, secret room. Gotta get that for the Dream Plane. But no, that was the way from up here.
Kill him fierce with scratching tooth.
Alright, this is just a goblin killing room. I don't see any scrolls here, so let's just jump into it.
Over here.
Don't worry, I'll make short work of these goblins.
What? Don't kill them.
Oh. Oh, that didn't work.
Kill him fierce with scratching tooth.
Uncle Beethro, I'm over here.
Don't worry, I'll make short work of these goblins.
What? Don't kill them.
Okay, so we abuse the fact that these are all toggles. We can get the goblins out in a manageable manner. Unfortunately, this isn't quite going to work because I need to be... let's just use the wall. This isn't going to work because that's going to put me within range of the other one. There we go, that'll do. This is pretty good goblin tactics room, I have to say. Once you are comfortable enough with how they move, it's actually kind of interesting to try to find ways to kill goblins 2 at a time. Might as well switch. Yeah, that's so that's a pattern I found, which I think I actually just found today. Oh, and that's it. Alright, well, I think that was a pretty decent time. 15th? Eh.
Why are you waiting around? We gotta go.
You killed all my new friends. This is horrible.
Oh. That dialogue played out differently than I've ever seen it before, so that was worth doing. Yeah, Half has a bunch of stuff to say. No. Normally. I'm curious if he's going to say the rest of his dialogue or if I should replay this room and not exit in the middle of it. Well, I've missed some other stuff.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I missed a bunch of dialogue by leaving the room when I did. There are no checkpoints in this room. Well, that is false. There is in fact a checkpoint.
Yes, Budkin, the butcher. Didn't tell that before. I'm not sticking here to get cut up.
Okay.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Well, we have an escape for you, but that's not the kind of escape you want.
Please do not disturb me. I am thinking things over.
Character Seep. This was always really weird to me. I don't know why this exists the way it does.
Clovis, Scramble, Murky, all dead. Wisco will never tell another joke about how ugly your mother is. Roll-Up will never carve another wooden lampshade. Boy, am I glad to see you.
What good is a wooden lampshade?
Well...
Let's go before the gods bring reinforcements. Why are you waiting around? We gotta go.
You killed all my new friends. This is horrible.
Oh, okay, so that dialogue was... It cuts off the first part of that conversation and just gives you the tail end of it if you leave the room and re-enter. Interesting. Now, of course, we can't actually get through this door without Half, because of those bombs. Right, we can step here, 1, 2. That is definitely going to kill us.
Got it.
Oh, we'll do that. Oh, make your escape.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think she wants to have a blade through me.
That's the idea. Fortunately for you, we did not name our blade word.
Stay away from me.
Okay, goblin escaped up there. There's a scroll over here, though. And more goblins, but you know. Okay, let's not take on all of them at once. 2 we can handle. Although their turn order is kind of making messing with this. Is this a turn order issue? Yeah, I think that's a turn order issue. It's just not working. Oh. Well, you know what? Let's just start over.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
That, everything
Stay away
was going wrong there. Okay, well this is the way I'm going anyway. Challenge, trap the Goblin King. Really? I did not know that was possible.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here, King.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, we can't do it that way. I wonder... Okay, we still have that checkpoint we can restore. What happens if I leave and re-enter this room? Yeah, Goblin King's gone. Okay.
He's Budkin the Butcher. Didn't tell that before. I'm not stuck in here.
Going.
Okay. As long as we don't leave the screen.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here.
Stay away from me.
Ow.
What's up? You're supposed to be
Oh, there's this
puddling
orb
up
here.
dead.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. So, I guess it was... it was always intended that you were able to trap the Goblin King, and I just never thought to try this before?
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think you wants to have a blade.
But that's
Stay
way too
away
slow.
from me.
That is way too slow.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think you wants to have a blade.
Okay, that was faster. But I need to get there.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
So if I do this...
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think you wants to have a blade through me.
That was faster, but it's still going to be too slow. By one turn.
Stay away from me. What's up? You're supposed to be puddling
Promising.
up dead.
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think you wants to have a blade
Ah.
through me. Stay
No.
away from me.
No, that's not good.
What's
What if I do that? No, you're still doing that because I'm taking too many turns.
Stay away from me. What's
Okay,
up?
what about doing something like this?
What's up?
No, that's not going to work.
Dead.
Come here, Kingy.
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
I think you wants to have a
Yeah, that's
Stay
way
away
too slow.
from me.
Well, this seems the most promising. But the problem is I have to kill all of these roaches to get here, right? Is there any way I could hit this without having killed all of the roaches? With my sword facing this way, or this way, I don't think that's actually possible. We definitely can't reach the Goblin King going up this way, because that's... like, this is pretty trivial to show, because I'm chasing him as fast as I can go, and I don't get there in time. So that's pretty clearly not the solution. So the only thing I could think of is going in here. What happens if I go up 2 and do that?
Come here, Kingy. I want to have a word with you.
Nope, still ends up in this... Still ends up in that position. If I do that... No, now I'm just being way too slow. And also, this is terrible. Okay, what if we do this at an angle?
What's up? You're supposed to be puddling up dead.
Come here,
And
Kingy.
then
I wanna have a word with
rotate.
you.
I think you wants to have a
There we
big
go.
fun.
Challenge completed. Relentless pursuit. Okay, so just a little bit of a sequence there.
Don't be blooding me up. I'll talk.
Who told you we were coming?
A messenger. From the Rooted Empire. Budkin was coming, he said it. And asks I send you down to level 14. For this I get split Empire coin.
You disgust me.
Well, we'll kill the Goblin King, I guess. So that's actually pretty cool. I've never done that before. I think canonically, the Goblin King gets away. Because I'm pretty sure that the Goblin King, it's actually Tendry in Tendry's Tale RPG who ends up dealing with the Goblin King. I mean, it could be another Goblin King, but it was, in that game, that was also a Goblin King who knew of Beethro, so... it's possible. That was cool. Also, I never actually looked at that room, so I'm gonna have to reload from that checkpoint, now that I think about it. Though the road be long and the path may twist and turn, eventually progress shall be achieved, from a traditional Afelnan folk song. Well, okay, maybe I can go back out this way. Down, no, up, no wait, I mean down, or maybe down? Did I say that already? Is sideways an option? No? Then definitely down, I mean up. King Dugan III, when asked which way his dungeons go. Okay, well we can still take a peek up here.
Out we go!
Ow, I'll never catch them now.
Okay, so saw the room. We saw the room, we got a little bit more dialogue. That was clearly not a required room because we already dropped the blue door, and it wasn't. There's nothing to kill, and it didn't give a secret room notification, so I don't think we actually needed to find that to get to the dream plane. But we did it now. Alright, back down and back down. The intricate twistings and turnings of many a dungeon might leave lesser souls bewildered, but fear not. We will impart to you all the latest techniques of professional dungeon extermination. Heard in the Smite Master Clearing School. Alright, back on the decoy level. Challenge scroll. That's new. What could it be? Clear the room from this entrance? Because it's a lot easier if I clear it from this entrance. I know that. Because I don't have to use this roach, I guess, at the very end.
Hey! Runner number 339. Message for the Empire. The Delver. Beethro Budkin is trouble. Slayer says he's cunning. Send help. Did you say get going before he gets down there?
Oh, the messengers are doing the messenger thing still. Okay, let's just do that. And that lets me... let you shrink down a bit. And a bit more. Why did I do that? Okay. Is this the angle I want my sword at? How are we going to do this? Okay, well, we split. The problem is, I don't see any way to use the roach. I'm just going to read that scroll, make sure. Interesting fact here, you can't actually enter a room on the same side as, on the same tile as a serpent body. This is just going to get me killed. You're going to come down like that, yeah. Oh, well, I could just do this. No, I can't. You'll be on horizontal preference now, so that's, wait, now. Oh, but you move first. Oh, let's do that. Challenge, enter from the northern entrance. Yep. I could get back there, but it's probably faster to just restore. Especially since I'm pretty sure I have to kill all of those, so it is... Oh boy. Oh. Who moves first? Serpent does. You're going to be on horizontal. This is actually perfect. If I do that... Oh. No, shoot. You should have been one lower. If you were one lower, this would have been perfect. Well, I guess we'll just... Oh, now you're stuck in a loop. Okay, well... Okay, now you're just gonna go do your thing for a while. You're on vertical now. Unfortunately... That's not gonna work. Because I need you to be... Okay, I need you to be coming at me here, and just happen to line up horizontal for 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to work, because then you're going to switch to vertical. Okay, so we're just going to let you go again. And vertical, horizontal, this is the same cycle. Okay, but you did stall, so you're now stuck in a loop, aren't you? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, well that'll change what you're doing. Horizontal looks like you arrived at exactly the same spot as last time. Vertical. Horizontal. That meaningfully different? I should be looking at this. Horizontal, vertical, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horizontal, 2, 3. Okay, so how about I do that while you're on vertical preference? That should change your timing. Oh, now you're on vertical again. Rather, you're on horizontal. Vertical. Vertical. Come towards me. Vertical, vertical. Now you're on horizontal. I was too slow. Way too slow. Okay, so I need... Because how many turns does it take me to get this roach out? I know this is lost now, because I've let the roach out. Well, I mean... kind of get around it, but... only kind of... No. This is kind of an annoying challenge. Oh, we've done this one before, and now you're stuck in that loop. Wait 1 turn, then do that. Problem is... you would have 1 more turn of horizontality. If we had the roach... Okay, interesting. Okay. So if we... Okay, well that's not what I want. I think that was the sequence. Yeah, that gets you in this loop. I do that and that. Problem is, I'm trying to get the roach onto this arrow now. Okay, which I can do using the serpent. Hold on. I need you to be in that tile. There we go. Now you're on vertical preference. Horizontal. Vertical. There we go. Vertical, vertical, vertical. No, this isn't the right timing because I need you over a bit more. Now you're horizontal, which isn't great. Because now you're going to go vertical. Okay, maybe. No, you're going to go north. Who knows what you're doing? Yeah, this isn't going to work because I get one more time where I can move. And that's like that. Wait. No. I can't use myself. Is there any other way I can approach this? I think I just need to have the serpent's timing line up perfectly when I'm over here. Which I can manipulate to some degree. But it's just, I don't enjoy working with serpents like this. Is there anything I can do with these roaches other than just kill them? I don't think so, because... there's no way to get past these roaches without killing them. And there's no way... unless this just happens to perfectly line up, it won't. By perfectly line up, I meant the serpent goes in here, this one gets out, and then it gets here on the turn that the serpent tries to move here. But since that didn't happen, there's nothing we can do with that at all. Okay. So nope, this is how this is done. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, I don't like that pattern. Let's make things even worse for ourselves. Okay, well this is also death. Or at least failure. Pretty sure. I guess the other thing I could try is this. Horizontal... okay, horizontal... that's never going to work, because you're never going to move south. Okay, well, this seems to be the best option I have. So you're hitting your far wall on a 6. Let's see what that turns into. That's the timing that you always hit that every other time I've attempted this. Because now, you're going to be horizontal. And then vertical, it's not going to work. Hey, look, it's a 6 again. Well, there's no point in doing that. So that maneuver gets you a little bit closer. Now you're on vertical, which we don't want at all. Wait, one more turn. Oh, of course that's not going to work. Nope. Okay, what's the pattern that actually lets this work? I do this, that. That's the one that's good, right? No, this one's not good. Then you get stuck into that loop. Okay, how about this one? Okay, that one's good. You're not going to get there on a 6. I'm not sure what to do with that. You get there on a 4. Which is going to work out perfectly. 5 horizontal moves now. Two, 3, 4... Ah, off by 1. You know, I'm very tempted just to go unlimited undo on this, because this is getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, this is on a 4 again. This is what I wanted. But the problem is, I don't actually have enough time. There, okay, did it. Oh, cunning as a serpent. Well, that was not very fun, I have to say. That kind of a challenge. But we got it. Blue doors are down. That means we can access this now. The serpent's just one of those enemies that I'm not really a huge fan of. Like, I don't hate them most of the time. But it feels like... I don't know.
Door.
Got it.
Door.
Got it.
They just feel like sometimes they're rather unpleasant to work with. And I think it's when you don't have a lot of tools for how you can manipulate them. I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, that room didn't have a whole lot of architecture to work with, and I was stuck in a very specific spot, so I couldn't change a whole lot about my position in order to change what the serpent was doing. So it was kind of just trial and error with a few options trying to get something to actually work. I prefer being able to take a more active hand with serpents. Alright. Well, and we do have to do all this. We cannot restore to get here. We have to actually make that run. Made it to this room. Ah, it looks like another challenge. Hopefully this one will be better. Okay, so this is, of course, on the decoy level. So we are having... let's see. One decoy has to kill this before turn 30. Because on turn 30 this island becomes full, we can't do anything. One decoy has to kill you. And that's going to have to be this one, when we step here. Because once you step onto that arrow, we can't do anything about you. Probably. Alright, well... could have been faster. I also could have had my sword in a better orientation. So, I mean, we can do that. We do not want to chase these up. This is a problem because now I can't deal with you. Yep. So that was not the correct position for this. Let's wait a turn and do this, maybe. Yeah, and that will work because... this is now occupying that roach, which means I can... well, I'm too slow to get here because I waited. And the reason I'm going for this potion is because I don't think I can deal with this roach. Okay, well, let's not wait then. Let's do something like that. Again, I don't think we have the time to deal with that roach queen. Have to do that. Okay. I guess that particular roach was actually fine. Can I come up here without causing problems? Think so? Curious what the challenge for this room could possibly be. All 3 decoy potions are necessary, I'm pretty sure. If it was a don't place a decoy within a certain position kind of challenge, I would have expected some of the floors to be marked instead of everything just being the same. Alright, and as long as we stand here... Do that. And kill you. In fact, we have to kill you, because that's the only way we're going to get this roach to move. Keep away from the edge. Alright, what is this? No queen may step on a trapdoor. Huh. Okay. How does that help us? One thing I do see is we could let a queen enter here. That would actually be an observational. Like that's like almost a harder solution in a way to spot that you can actually allow a queen to go in here. Because if a queen's in here, you go up here, chases her down that way, and then you diagonal swipe when you get her. So this isn't actually a trap. This is actually a place where it stops a queen from spawning. So it might have been to my benefit to let a queen go in here. That one is a genuine trap. Queen gets in there and we can't do anything about it. This one is a trap as well. Yeah, but that one isn't. Interesting. So I mean that could be it, but the other thing is maybe queen steps here and I stab her, which is what I was trying to do early on. Queen steps here and I have the decoy here stabbing her. I wasn't able to get that solution to work, but maybe this challenge would prevent that if that solution was able to work. I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't actually see how that... I don't see an easier solution that involves queens going on the trapdoors. I guess is why I'm confused by that. Maybe just an alternate solution? But anyway, that is... that secret done. And we get to go backtracking again, I guess. Right, which is going to be down here. I always enjoyed that room. I thought that... I mean, it's kind of interesting, because in a way this room is quite a bit harder. But having this kind of a... puzzle with the decoys where you're trying to keep monsters out of certain areas, it's an interesting kind of puzzle, not one that I see a whole lot of. So that was good. Alright, and now we have to go all the way back. And like I said, you can't use the restore trick for this because of the way the 15th level is structured with a required room on one side. Oh, whoops, I'm misreading that. It was dirt, not pit. Yeah. So if I want all the secrets, I can't use restore for that. As far as the dream plane goes and the master wall, you do not have to clear all secret rooms on the same save.
Door.
Got it.
Door.
Got it.
But there we are. Well, that took me quite a bit longer than I was expecting. I was kind of thinking I'd make a good chunk out of level 16 today, but I guess we'll do a room just so we can see what level 16 is all about. Yeah, we had a couple of fiddly challenges with the, like this one, with the Goblin King. That one was really neat, but it was a fiddly roach challenge as well, trying to get things into position. So, I mean, those things take time. 16th level. The most perplexing problem in current Gargantuan herpetology is what's commonly termed the vulnerable end dilemma. It seems that a giant snake is always vulnerable in some way at one end. The red serpent, as is well known, can be killed if its head is trapped. After much research, we seem to have resolved this problem, but in doing so a new weakness was introduced, from the notes of the 54th biologist.
Whoa, these aren't just serpents, they're rattlesnakes.
Yes. Rattlesnakes,
Whoa, these aren't just serpents, they're rattlesnakes.
Just saw that was on a scroll. That was a challenge. Don't turn your sword after the first time you strike a rattlesnake's tail. Well, serpents of all types, they have the same movement algorithm as the red serpent, so they're going to generally prefer to be this way. So I'm probably going to want my sword at an angle. And I think this is a fine angle for this. Also, unlike serpents, rattlesnakes can actually move on scrolls. Also force arrows. So, something interesting can happen, as we can see here with this rattlesnake. It doesn't shrink when it doesn't move. So we could get, like this for example. This happening here means that I cannot clear the room in this sword orientation anymore.
Whoa, these aren't just serpent.
Because the rattlesnake got stuck in such a way that I would never be able to actually clear it. This same issue, okay. So that's something to pay attention to. So if we can just keep all the snakes in the open, that would be nice. To avoid running into that problem. So we're just gonna stay here. Do not like what I see going on there. Okay, you are still killable with this orientation. Okay. Let's just try to drag them down a little bit more. Okay, that's one down. It would have been fine if you went north in that. Yeah, it would be fine if you went north there. I could still kill you. Okay. A little bit stressful because I have to keep my eyes on a lot of different things here to get this to line up the way I want it to. Oh. Okay, well, this should do it. Great snakes. That was a relatively straightforward but also kind of neat challenge. I like that one.
Beethro Budkin.
Oh great, not you again.
Indeed it is, little Ware. I quite enjoy watching you squirm.
I'm not squirming.
Then stand still there, you little wretch. For now, the Slayer I will fetch.
So that's where you've gotten to, Delver. There's no escape from that room. Can you hear me creeping up the passage?
No.
Budkin, your
And actually,
actions grow
you could escape from that room.
and you're really by half too thick.
Hey,
I have caught in my own hand your journey nearly theater grand.
so you can play tricks with your voice.
Anka, they're gonna kill me or something. They've got this stuff in a pit. It looks like it's on fire. Help me!
Alf, you're really down there?
Yes, please, please, please.
Oh, shut up. It's not him. When Half is in danger, he's just too dumb to get scared like that.
But not you. I think you'll scream.
Okay, creepy pit monstrosity. That was a conversation, and also a bit of insight into what Beethro thinks of his nephew, I guess. Kind of funny. The first time I got here, I was actually concerned about, oh, if I got in here, there's no way out if the Slayer comes in after me. But looking at this is totally enough space to bypass the Slayer and get out. So, actually not as scary as it would have been. But anyway, that's the start of the 16th level. Pretty good introduction to rattlesnakes in this room. Just a simple combat room with a challenge to make things just a little bit more interesting and show off some of the pitfalls of this new enemy. So we will be doing more with rattlesnakes in the next part. I will see you then.